he was taken by his father across the Yamuna River to Gokula and eventually to Vrindavan, which is just near. It's 15 kilometers from Mathura. So then Lord Krishna lived there in the Vrindavan area for some years. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yes, so he lived there for some years, about 11 years. And then after that time, Lord Krishna went to Mathura, and he stayed there in Mathura for maybe 25 years. And then Lord Krishna went from Mathura, he went to Dwarka on the west coast of India, Gujarat province. Maybe some of you are Gujaratis. I don't know anyway. So Krishna's he's a UP walla, but he's also an adopted Gujarati. So then Krishna lived in Dwarka for many years. Actually lived there for at least 60 years. And then at a certain point, after about 60 years, there was a great solar eclipse. And you probably know the Vedic tradition tells us eclipses are very inauspicious, not very nice, not very good. So generally during the eclipses, at least traditionally, people would go to some sacred place and bathe. If there's a sacred river there, like the Ganges or Yamuna, they would bathe there during the time of the eclipse and do different types of religious functions. And after the eclipse was finished, then they'd all go back home. So this was a particularly significant solar eclipse. So many people, millions of people actually, came from all over northern India to Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra, of course, is where Lord Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita, but that was later. But now at this particular time, millions of people from all over northern India, even western India also, they gathered at Kurukshetra, because at Kurukshetra is very famous body of water called Brahma Sarovar, the lake of Lord Brahma, the creator. It's big, it's still there. It's still there. I don't know if any of you have been to Kurukshetra. I've been there a number of times. And this big Brahma Sarovar is still there 5,000 years later. And people come, so many people come, because it's a very famous sacred place. So from Dwarka, Krishna came with the residents of Dwarka. From Vrindavan, Krishna's father, Nanda Maharaj, came with all the residents of Vrindavan and from all over northern India. People came to Kurukshetra because of the solar eclipse. But when everyone arrived, particularly when the devotees from Vrindavan, who had been associated with Krishna when he was there some years before. Of course, these people from Vrindavan, where Krishna lived in those earlier years, they were great, great devotees of Lord Krishna. And when he left to go to Mathura, then he went to Dwarka. They were all thrown into a great ocean of separation from the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. So that now they all met again in Kurukshetra. they all met Krishna again. It was a very overwhelming experience for them, being reunited with their Lord Sri Krishna again after so many years. So anyway, the religious observations for the eclipse, they went on, and when everything was